Hi, wonderful people. Welcome back to the CDJ show. Last week, we talked briefly about candidiasis. On today's episode, we are moving on to another type of vaginal infection called bacterial vaginosis. This particular type is caused by a bacteria. The exact name of bacteria is called Gardnerella vaginalis. I'm saying a lot of big terms today, but don't worry. So this kind of infection, unlike the candidiasis, this time the discharge is not whitish, but it is thin and gray. It's light, very watery. Sometimes it's yellowish, sometimes it's grayish. Some people have it greenish, and it really smells. So some people, what they realize is their vagina has a very bad odor, and it's even worse after sex. After they've had a sexual encounter, they realize that there's this very bad smell. This time around, it doesn't itch. Usually when you are urinating, you may not have a lot of discomfort. It wouldn't be red and sore like the candida because there's no itching or anything of the sort. But the only thing is you have a liquid discharge and it really smells, and this is bad. I'm sure you all feel very uncomfortable about it if you have it, but then it can be treated. The same thing, just like the candida also, that means that there's a loss of balance in your vagina, indiscriminate use of antibiotics like we discussed the other time, lots of douching, using chemicals, Dettol, soap products, to this feminine wash and things, just to make sure. Some people want to use it to make the place smell good. No, it won't make it smell good. It's rather going to cause infection. So don't do it. If you have diabetes and you're not being well treated, you have other diseases that brings your immunity down like HIV and other things, make sure you take your medication, because the moment your immunity goes down, you're going to have a problem with infection. If you are pregnant, the estrogen levels go up, so it destroys the balance, and even makes you get other infection like UTI because it reduces the length of the urethra. So pregnancy on its own causes lots of other things. So pregnant women, I know that you are struggling from infection, but know that it can be treated. So I want to go back on the symptoms. This one, it doesn't itch. It really smells, and it's a watery discharge. Now, what can we do? When you go, your doctor will just take a sample, take it to the lab, and then you'll be treated. Because it's a bacteria, all you need is a particular type of antibiotics. Now, note, this particular one is sexually related, unlike the candida, which is not sexually related. So if we treat you for it, we have to treat the men. Most of the men don't get infected per se, but then the bacteria colonizes the place. If I say colonize, it means they are there. They are staying there. They will not have any symptoms per se, but then they can store the bacteria there. So when you treat you, it's also advisable to treat your partner, because your partner can reinfect you. And people who usually get bacterial vaginosis, sometimes we may have to investigate them for other kinds of STIs, because it's usually related with other kinds of sexually transmitted diseases. So when you are diagnosed with it, it's important we screen you for other STIs, so that if they are there, we can treat you effectively. There are lots of complications associated with this particular one. When you are pregnant and you have such infection, you can have preterm labor, you can miscarry your baby, you can have some very bad infections, okay, and it can make you have a very bad outcome with your pregnancy. Sometimes it can make you have something we call PID, pelvic inflammatory disease. The infection goes up into the womb area and infects that area. So when it comes to this particular kind of infection, please, let's not joke with it. If you know you have symptoms of this sort, visit your doctor and be treated, and let your partner be treated too, so that we can avoid reinfection and we can completely clear you of the infection. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much, and watch out for the next episode, another type of infection called trichomoniasis. I'm sure you would enjoy it. Watch out for the next episode next week. Thank you very much.